August 20th, 1989. The Beverly Hills mansion at 722 North Elm Drive falls silent. Moments before, a chilling crime shattered the calm of this wealthy neighborhood. Two young men, brothers, call 911 in a panic, claiming their parents have been shot. What follows will shock the nation, unravel a web of abuse and manipulation, and lead to one of the most infamous trials in American history. This is the story of the Menendez brothers. It's 11:47 p.m. on a warm summer night when Erik and Lyle Menendez, 18 and 21 years old, make a frantic call to 911, screaming that someone has killed their parents. Police rush to the scene and find Jose and Kitty Menendez dead from multiple shotgun wounds. The brutality of the crime is undeniable. Shell casings are scattered around the room, and it's clear that the perpetrators showed no mercy. On the phone, the brothers sound distraught, but as police begin to investigate, they're baffled by the lack of evidence. There's no sign of forced entry, no apparent enemies, and the Menendez family appeared to live a charmed life. Jose Menendez was a wealthy entertainment executive, the son of Cuban immigrants who had built his fortune through hard work and ambition. Kitty, his wife, lived in luxury, dedicated to maintaining their family's glamorous image. Erik and Lyle grew up with every possible privilege: private schools, sports cars, luxury vacations. But beneath the surface, there were cracks in this picture-perfect family. Behind closed doors, there were troubling signs. Lyle, the elder brother, had clashed with his father for years. Jose was reportedly demanding and ruthless, not only in business but in his parenting. Erik, the younger son, was shy and reserved, often described as fearful and anxious. Friends and family knew of the brothers' strained relationship with their father, but no one imagined what would come next. As investigators dug deeper, Lyle and Erik's behavior after the murders raised eyebrows. Instead of grieving, the brothers spent lavishly, buying luxury watches, clothes, a Porsche, even a new condo. Their spending spree quickly amounted to over $700,000. The question was simple: were they mourning their parents or celebrating their deaths? Months after the murders, a shocking development came to light. Erik, consumed with guilt, confessed to the murders during a session with his psychologist, Dr. Jerome Oziel. Oziel's mistress, who overheard the confession, later went to the police with the information. Investigators now had a crucial piece of evidence. In March 1990, Lyle and Erik Menendez were arrested for the murders of their parents. The public was horrified. Two young men from a life of privilege accused of killing the very people who gave them everything. The trial began in 1993, drawing nationwide attention. For the first time, the world would hear the brothers' version of events. Their defense argued they'd been victims of years of severe physical and sexual abuse by their father, a claim that shocked everyone. The brothers claimed they had killed in fear, believing their father would kill them to silence them. Prosecutors painted a very different picture, however. They argued that the brothers were motivated by greed, killing their parents to gain control of the family's fortune. This battle of narratives gripped the country. Were they traumatized victims or cold-blooded killers? After months of deliberation, the jury reached a decision, but there was no single answer. Both Erik and Lyle were convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The court rejected the defense's argument of abuse as a mitigating factor. The Menendez brothers' case divided the nation, with some believing they were driven by pain and fear, while others saw their actions as unforgivable. Over 3 decades later, the Menendez brothers remain a topic of intense debate. Some see them as victims of a broken family and an abusive father. Others view them as symbols of unchecked privilege and entitlement. Today, both Lyle and Erik Menendez are serving their life sentences in separate California prisons. Despite the finality of their verdicts, public fascination with their story endures, with books, documentaries, and even fan groups still discussing the case. The question remains: were Lyle and Erik monsters, or were they victims? Or perhaps a disturbing combination of both? This case continues to haunt our collective memory, a chilling reminder that the truth is rarely simple. No one will ever know exactly what happened behind the walls of the Menendez home, but the impact of that night will echo for years to come.